And now we find ourselves in the wonderfully appointed dining room of the Landing Restaurant. And we're going to have Felix bring over a couple of dishes for us, one of the servers here at the Landing. Some of you may recognize him, Felix. And we're here with Chef Steve. And come on along, let's see what we have. Our first dish. Looks like the fish tacos are coming in. This is what a pretty looking dish. I haven't even seen this one, huh?
No, you, actually, we did do it, but you weren't here.
Yeah, I did something on my day off.
It is going to be an addition to our new lunch menu, and it's also served in the pub.
And what do we have on the inside?
On the inside, once again, getting back to what we talked a little bit about, this is another local fish, cusk. And it looks like
cusk.
Yeah, C-U-S-K. It kind of looks like a haddock fillet. Kind of look like a haddock fillet, but it's a little more. Once again, it's a little more meatier.
Yeah.
It's light and a light fish, but it just has a little more meat to it.
Very meaty.
So it stands up good in the fryer later, and it also stands up good if you want to pick it up and make like a nice finger sandwich.
Yeah.
So what we have here, we're doing a taco, and I did a little bit of a twist on it. Instead of using a taco shell or a flour tortilla, this is a gyro bread, a flat bread.
Yeah.
So it's just lightly grilled, and then we fill it with the fried cusk, and then toss it with a little bit of pico de gallo and shredded lettuce.
The pico de gallo, the beak of the bird, right? The pico de gallo.
Yep.
I'm getting some kick off this right here.
This right here is our chipotle, our homemade chipotle mayonnaise dip. We take fresh chipotles, smoked chipotles. We puree them with a little bit of mild salsa, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, and mayonnaise.
Nice.
And right here, what we have right there is a little fresh roasted corn relish. We take fresh corn in the husk and roast it, and then we take it and we husk it. We husk it, then we shuck it, and blend it with. Taste it with a little bit of black beans and a little bit of tomatoes, scallion, jalapeno peppers, and chili peppers.
That's delish. What a good-looking little item right there. And a little kick to it over there, too. Woo! I might need some water with the next one here. Felix, what do you have for us next? And, of course, we're accompanied by the rice, the house rice.
Yep.
I'm going to trade you. Oh, this one we know.
Yeah, this one we just did a little while ago. Again, this is it's the
cod cheeks.
Cod cheeks. French style. What we do, just just peel the cod cheeks a little bit, and then just simply lightly
butter,
flour, a little, put a little bit of salt and pepper in the flour. Flour it, dip it in egg, quickly pan sear it. Finish it in the oven, and when it's roasting in the oven, then we just finish the sauce with a little bit more olive oil, shallots, and then a touch of white wine, a little bit of
creamy risotto,
a little bit of fish stock, and then we finish it off with a little bit of you can just use regular whole butter or maitre d' hotel butter, and just finish it off to give it a little bit of a shine.
Don't be afraid to do that risotto either if you're trying to do this at home. But if you can't, come down. Steve will be happy to do it for you. Delicious.
And this will be going on one of our new menus.
This is new. Yep. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on to the next dish here. We'll get caught up with that in just a moment. We're looking at the vegetables too. And now that's just lightly blanched, right?
What we do, we just take our vegetables and we just lightly blanch them and shock them in ice water. We blanch them just enough just to take out, just to bring out the color of it.
Yeah.
And then we always saute our vegetables very simply in a little bit of olive oil, fresh shallot, salt and pepper, and that's it. And we try to keep them al dente.
Well, you better get this one away from me before I wolf that whole thing down over there. What do we have next?
Next one is salmon.
Oh, look at what a fun-looking dish here. We got a little skillet working. Yeah.
It's just kind of like a company food. Once again using our fresh local salmon.
Yeah.
We cut our salmon. We try to cut our salmon fresh daily. And when I use the tips and the sides and all that stuff, what we do is we make this. We cut the salmon tips, lightly flour them, saute them with a little bit of pearl onions, and these are fresh English peas.
English peas, yeah.
And we just snip and pull the peas out, and then fresh artichoke hearts. Quickly saute it. Throw in the vegetables, a little bit of a pinch of garlic, a pinch of shallot, salt and pepper, and then white wine and heavy cream, and just reduce it down a little bit.
got big old hunks of asparagus in here too. It's so good.
And then fresh baby peeled carrots.
Not too many places. I don't see English peas around.
No, they're readily available in the fall, and like I said, we're trying to get back to like fresh, simple home foods.
Yeah.
And they're very similar. You know, it looks like a big snow pea, and all you do is just snip off the end, peel it down, and it will open right up, and they pop right out.
I think in the olden days, we used to play marbles with them, I think. What's our next dish? Holy snaky, look at that. An opera in the making right here. Yep.
And again, this is monkfish pavarati. Again, it's a local fish that we get right off the dock. It's a monkfish. Some people call it mock lobster.
Mock lobster,
It kind of has it has the meaty snap to like the lobster. It has a mild lobster flavor.
It does.
And
absolutely.
it cooks up light and lean and kind of like it's easy to the bite. And so again, this is franchised, and then we deglaze it with white wine. And we add julienne sun-dried tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
And then we finish it in a saffron cream sauce.
Now I'm telling you that the texture of this, actually, it's almost like a lobster tail.
Yeah.
Right there when you're eating that. Yeah. And now you pick up the flavors of that too. What's that? Saffron? You said?
Saffron. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that's coming out. Yeah, that's good.
And then it's garnished with a fresh fennel bulb.
And the fennel too. Yeah.
Which is just lightly seasoned and grilled.
Yeah.
And it has a little bit of an anise flavor. Kind of.
Didn't people?
It kind of holds up to the. I guess you could say the saffron has kind of like a rich, kind of like maybe like you want to say a musty flavor, And that has the anise flavor.
And yeah, licoricey and things like that. And I think people used to use this as a breath freshener at some point, right?
Yeah, that and parsley.
Yeah. And now it's the segment of the show that probably I most enjoy. We have a little wine, and then we ask some questions and find out some truths about the restaurant business. I'll just comment on the wine list here at the Landing. We have wines from around the world: Argentina, Chile, France, California, Australia, New Zealand. So it's a wide variety of wines that go with the dishes that we have Steve creates here. So we'll find something sure to please any palate, I would think. But, well, we've already had a couple of glasses. Maybe we'll have one more sip off this one. And that looks good, right? It's almost pale, but it's very, very drinkable. This is a Terra Noble Sauvignon Blanc from Chile. Cheers. Now that's a wine that I probably would have paired with all of those dishes.
Yeah, we go very well with all of them.
That we had.
It's a nice, subtle wine,
Yeah, complemented the sauces and wasn't too overbearing. But, well, okay, here we go. Ready?
Truth or dare, right?
Truth or dare. That's right, yeah. I ask sometimes, I know you're a single guy, but I ask who's the cook at home. Do you cook at home?
Actually, once in a while I do.
Yeah?
Once in a while I'll break things out and go out on my deck and cook a few steaks.
Yeah? Yeah. Is that the food you prefer?
Yeah. I'm a meat and potatoes guy.
Meat and potatoes guy. That's right. Cooking at home or here at the restaurant, what's one ingredient that you can't be without?
I would have to say good old garlic.
Garlic, yeah. I'm just saying, it's funny. I find a lot of, guys, chefs and everything like that, and they're not all Italian, but it seems everybody loves the garlic, right?
Yeah.
What is the...
There's something about the smell of garlic cooking.
Yeah.
It gets the taste buds going.
Makes you hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That, the smell of like garlic and onion sauteing,
Yeah.
It's got to be the best.
I'm gonna find Steve just walking around the dining room with a flaming pan of garlic.
I used to do that when I was on the cruise lines. When the midnight buffet first opened, I'd have one of my guys sauteing a big pan of garlic and wave it out down through the
Is that
casino.
right? Yeah. Everyone gets
them all in.
excited. Yeah. So you're here a lot, as we all know, in this crazy business. But when you have your time off, what do you do to relax?
I've always loved the ocean, so so very fitting. But a couple of my friends have a few boats up in Gloucester, and I like to just turn my cell phone off and go out there and relax. Once I hit that dock, it's like a new world.
Yeah.
And then I
escape, right?
Escape, refresh, and come back and do it again.
Now, would you you know, when you go to a restaurant, when you go out with your friends, whatever. I mean, what type of food do you like to
I
have?
myself, I like good down home food. You know, I love you know, barbecue and things like that. You know, things that you gotta lick your fingers with. You know?
Yeah. Actually, I've seen that at a couple of dishes here with the Fred Flintstone bones there. Yeah. We
The big beef ribs.
beef ribs, yeah. Oh, those are great. You know, there's a lot of things people look and everybody wants to be a chef. They want to, you know, they watch these TV shows and they all think it's so glamorous and everything. But I really want to get, you know, one truth about the restaurant business from a hardworking chef like yourself, 80, 90 hours a week.
On a good week.
Yeah. What's a truth you can tell people about?
It's taxing,
Yeah.
but you know, it gets in your blood, and you have that passion, and it's addicting. You can't give it up. You know, I mean, I've been doing this now since I was 12 years old.
Right? Yeah. I remember you mentioned that earlier, yeah. And I'm like, my God, I thought I was in the business for a long time. Holy cow. But I mean, you think that, you know, truly if you have the passion for it, I mean, do you even feel like you're working, or you just...
No. A lot of times it isn't. You know, I mean, you know, it's like I said, it's the first guy in, the last guy to leave. But you know, in between, there's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you think you're gonna second guess yourself. What am I doing? But you know, when it's all said and done, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
There you go. There's a truth right there from the restaurant business. But I guess, you know, maybe it's the time we turn the cameras now, all right? Someone's going to ask me a question.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. It's truth or dare.
Truth.
You live local and everything, and you get to go home. You know, who's the cook in your house?
Hands down, no question, my wife. My wife. She is, you know, she is the best Italian wife cook you could have. You know, her enjoyment is watching cooking shows and feeding this tummy right here. But
Good answer, because you brought in some samples before.
That's right, bar none. Thank you, honey. Yeah.
Well, I know you do a little bit of cooking, so you know you must have some kind of. What's your favorite ingredient?
My favorite ingredient, boy, I tell you, you know, I like hot foods. I like spicy foods. I don't think I could do without jalapeno peppers, you know, or Scotch bonnets or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
The old
anything
habaneros,
that
yeah.
gives the food a little kick.
Yeah.
I'm well known in the industry for putting Tabasco on just about anything. So,
That I can attest to.
yes, I like kicking it up a little bit. Yeah.
You know, when you're in this business, you work, you know, maybe an hour or two less than me.
Yeah.
So you know, you might have a little more time in your hands. So what do you like to do when you relax?
Oh, you know, it's golf and tennis when I can get out there. You know, tennis is a little easier. You know, golf's more demanding. It takes all that time. But